Okay, so this is sample problem 316, and this is taken from the JL Merriam book, and it's also one of the problem in your tutorial sheet. So the 3 kilogram slider is released from rest at position 1. So this is the position 1 of this slider with negligible friction in the vertical plane. So the slider is moving in this direction here. Along the circular rod, the attached spring has a stiffness of 350 Newton per meter. So the stiffness of the spring is given, which is 350 Newton per meter, and has an unstretched length of 0.6 meter. So the unstretched length of the spring when there will be no force is 0.6. So determine the velocity of the slider as it passes position 2. We need to calculate the velocity, this v2 of the slider, when it reach this position 2 here. Okay, so in this case, what you are given, the given data is that mass of the slider is given, which is 3 kilogram, is released from rest at position 1. So this means that v1 is 0, released from rest. And slide with negligible friction in the vertical plane along the circular rod. So this means that there will be no friction force. So we can ignore the friction force here. And the attached spring has a stiffness of 350 Newton per meter. So K of the spring is given, which is 350 Newton per meter, and has an unstretched length of 0.6 meter. So X naught, which is the unstretched length of the spring, is 0.6 meter. So determine the velocity of the slider as it passes position 2. So you need to calculate v2, which is the velocity 2 when velocity of the particle when it passes through position 2. So this is unknown here. Now as you can see this equation, this problem here, so we can solve this problem using the work and energy principle, or work and energy equation. So you can say that so according to work and energy equation, we know that this equation, that T1 plus V1 and plus U12 dash equal to T2 plus V2. So we know that the kinetic energy at position 1 plus potential energy at position 1 plus the work done by forces other than gravity and springs equal to the final kinetic energy plus the final potential energy. So in this case, the initial kinetic energy, which is T1, and which is equal to half m v square or v1 square. So you should differentiate between this v and this v. So this is velocity and this is kinetic energy, potential energy of the body. V1 here is the velocity of the body. So because the initial velocity of the body is 0, so this means that T1 is equal to 0. Now this capital V1, which is the potential energy at position at this position here, will be equal to Vg plus Ve. So Vg is the gravitational potential energy and Ve is the elastic potential energy at position 1. So Vg is the gravitational potential energy, and if we take this is our 0 altitude, and this is our and this distance is our h. So as you can see, if this is our 0, so we can see that the distance from here to here is h, which is the radius of this circle here, and which is given is 0.6. So this means that from here to here is also 0.6. So this means that H here is 0.6 meter. So we know that the elastic, the gravitational potential energy is mgh, and the elastic potential energy, which is due to spring here, which is half half kx square. So this is h1 and this is x1, because we are interested in the spring extension at position 1 and the height at position 1. So if you just put the limits here, sorry, the values here, so we can see that that mass is given, which is 3 and 9.81 and 0.6, and then you have the half, and this is 350. So in this case, you need to calculate the stretch in the spring. So the stretch in the spring, we are given that the unstretched length of the spring is 0.6, but at location 1, the length of the spring is from here to here, it is 0.6, and then from here to here is 0.6. This means that the total length is 1.2, and the stretch in the spring is 0.6 here. So this is 0.6, and similarly we can calculate u1 2 dash, which is the work done by all other forces other than spring and gravity. So in this case, there is no other forces. The friction force is 0, and there is no other force acting on this mass. This means that this u1 2 dash is equal to 0. And now on the right hand side, we have T2. So T2 can be calculated as the kinetic energy at this position here, which is half mv2 square, and this will be half into 3, and v2, which is we need to calculate the final velocity of the body. Okay, and now we can also write the v2, which is the final potential energy, so which is again vg2, the gravitational energy, and the elastic potential energy, so ve2. So as you can see in this case, at this location here at the position 2, we know that the height is 0, so this potential energy will be equal to 0, and then we need to calculate the elastic potential energy, which is half k and x2, so x2 square. So this means that you need to calculate the stretch in the spring here. We know that the unstretched of the spring is 0.6, and we also know that the distance from here to here is 0.6, but we don't know the length, the current length at position 2 of the spring. So that is what we need to calculate. So we need to calculate x2 here, so which you can calculate from this triangle here. So x2 will be, so x2 in this case will be equal to 0.6 square plus 0.6 square. So this will be the current length of the spring, which is this distance here. So this distance is, if you call this L2, so this will be 0.6 square plus 0.6 square. But this is not x2. So to calculate x2, you will need to subtract this x naught here. So we need to subtract x naught, which is again 0.6. So this is the x2 at location 2. So then v2 will become equal to half 350, and into this value here, so 0.6 square plus 0.6 square minus 0.6. Okay, so now we have all the values for the work and energy equation. Now we can put all these values here. So T1 is 0. So putting values, in work and energy equation. So here you have T1, which is 0, and then this is the potential energy plus and then the work done, U12 dash was 0 here, and on the right hand side MGH1 was 0, and so the final kinetic energy was this value here, which is half V2 square, and then you have this value here, so 350. So in this equation, the only unknown here is just V2. All other quantities are known. So from here, you will be able to calculate V2, which you should get 6.82 meter per second.